She's a good person. She really is. I'm not saying I'm a good person. Like, I laugh at horrible shit. Like, the more you're not supposed to laugh, that's my thing. Like, I can't help it. And if it pisses Leanne off, oh, I'm gone. We took a flight one time, Miami to LAX, right? Check in Miami, go up to the front counter, drop off our bags. And I say to the lady right before I go, hey, do you have any upgrades for a first class? And she goes, I have one. I was like, cool, I'll take it. She goes, what about your wife? I said, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you said you only had one. She goes, you're not gonna give it to your wife? And I went, absolutely not. I said, I'd like to drink on planes. She's like a Mennonite. She's gonna raw dog this flight. She'll stare at a wall for 6 hours. I like to get down. And then Leanne goes, what about me? What about chivalry? I go, baby, chivalry was created before upgrades. It doesn't count. Leanne was pissed the whole time at the airport, livid. And then we get on the plane. She stops at my seat. She goes, come on now. I went, no, you're in steerage. Keep walking. Yeah, no, have fun dancing with Leo and the Italian kid at the bottom of the boat. Looks like fun. You'll have a blast. She goes 3 rows behind me in bulkhead. I'm in first class. Get my drink, double jack on the rocks, lots of rocks. Take my first sip. Oh. And then I hear, very loud, everyone freezes. I text Leanne, I go, was that you? Leanne writes back, no, asshole. There is a special needs woman on our flight. I said, what does that mean? She writes back, well, I think you just heard it. She has a fear of flying, and it's bringing out some nervous tics, one of which is squealing like an elephant. I said, what's the other one? She goes, well, she's flailing pretty violently. I write back, is she hot? No reply, not even a bubble. Then I write back, where is she sitting? And she writes back, your seat, asshole. All right, this is when the laugh started. I could not hold it in. I am dying laughing because I'm listening to this energy behind me, 3 rows of, and anytime anyone walks into coach, they all have the same reaction. They're like, dear God. So before the flight takes off, I go up to the flight attendant. I do the right thing. I said, hey, my wife is sitting next to that special needs woman. And even the flight attendant's like, holy shit. I said, well, I'm gonna switch with her. And she goes, oh, you are a good man. I was like, I know. I said, here's the deal though. I need to drink on this plane. My wife, she's gonna sit in first class. She's a square. She won't touch any alcohol. But if you can load me up with alcohol, I'll be cool. Look, I have a fear of flying. We'll probably connect. So you keep me drinking and we'll be straight for the whole flight. She says this to me. And if you drink on a plane, you know how precious this statement is. She looks around and she goes, kill your drink. I'll make you a fresh one. I murder my drink. She makes me a fresh one. Then she gives me 2 baby bottles of Jack's, puts them in my pocket and goes, that'll get you to cruising altitude. I'll hit you before I cover anyone in first class. Before I leave, she grabs me again and she goes, just, more men should be like you. Yeah, what she doesn't know is all I'm thinking is, shit, I gotta start traveling with a special needs person. If they let you drink like this, I'm like, come on, Corgi, we're flying to London. Hey. So I get my drink, walk past all those selfish people in first class, get to coach. I pull back the curtain and I was not prepared for what I saw. It looked like a Waffle House at 4 a.m. Lord of the Flies, people, and it is all orchestrated by this special needs woman who is 6'5". She's a big bitch. She looks like Gronk's sister, flailing violently. And upon further inspection, I realize she has oven mitts duct taped to her goddamn hands. I handed Leanne the drink. I was like, enjoy your flight. There you go. Walked up to the flight attendant. I go, she didn't want to switch. What are you going to do? I couldn't stop laughing. Let's be clear, I'm not laughing at the special needs person. I'm not. That's not what's making me laugh. What was making me laugh was the family member who took it upon themselves to duct tape oven mitts, not even matching oven mitts. One was a lobster claw. The other one said too hot to handle. Duct tape them to her goddamn hands and then say, hey, enjoy the West Coast. What the fuck? I was crying laughing for the whole flight. Drinking I blacked out, passed out. Wake up, get off the plane. I'm waiting for Leanne to come out, and out comes Leanne with old hamburger helper. They look like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito in Twins. I'm thinking, shit, is she Ken? Leanne looks at me, chill, and she goes, she's okay. She's good. We gonna help her get her luggage. I was like, yeah, she probably can't get them with the oven mitts. Leanne's like, we're taking them off her right now. I was like, the fuck we are. Someone that loves her duct taped them to her hands. They know something we don't know. I'm not taking them off to find out we're hanging out with Wolverine, okay? I couldn't stop laughing for the whole night. In the car, at home, Leanne was livid, and that's my favorite laugh. When it's just pissing off your spouse. We get in bed, I'm naked, drunk as shit, pass out. Wake up the next morning, and we forgot we were fighting. Roll over, start kissing, start having sex. And in the middle of sex, Leanne brings her hands up. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I start laughing immediately, come instantly, doubled over going, oven mitts, oven mitts, oven mitts. Get out of the bed, and Leanne starts laughing. I go, finally you get it. She goes, oh, I get it all right. Did you take a shit at the airport yesterday? I go, maybe. She goes, feel your ass cheek. I reach back. The paper toilet seat cover was still there. I sat so long on the toilet, it cotton candied itself to my legs and ass. I put my jeans on over it, walked it to the plane, sat on it for a 6-hour flight. I slept it. I fucked my wife in it. Now I have a look at Tara and she's laughing. She goes, hell, I just fucked a special needs person.